Hello everyone, it's a great honor to be here today. I am Efe from the Hyperbee project team. Today, me and my partner Nur, we are going to talk about our final research. Our research title is Hyperloop for Turkey's urban-rural connectivity, a pathway to agricultural and economic growth. Let's look at the presentation outline. We separate our presentation into 5 parts: introduction, methodology, research, implementation, and conclusion. Now I want to start with the introduction. Over the past 2 decades, Turkey has faced rapid urban expansion, rural depopulation, and these conditions bring some problems, such as overcrowding in big cities, decrease in living standards in big cities, air pollution, increasing in prices, and also in rural places, loss on agricultural labor force, reduction on farmland, increasing dependence on food imports, we can say. So our question is simple. How can Hyperloop address this issue? Can Hyperloop technology transform more than just travel speed? And our hypothesis or research question is, can Hyperloop catalyze regional development, reverse migration, and reduce urban density? Our aim to evaluate whether integrating Hyperloop technology into Turkey's transport network can ease urban overcrowding, revitalize rural economies, strengthen agricultural logistics, and inspire a model for other nations. I have to say that our research is mainly focusing on agricultural development of urban-rural connectivity, but we will also talk about a little bit of the other benefits of urban-rural connectivity. Now in the graph we can see according to the World Bank, Turkey's employment in agriculture compared to total employment is decreasing year by year. And if we consider our country, Turkey's population is increased, but the number of people who works in agriculture is increased, we can see the condition is even worse. So we believe that Hyperloop, with its high speed, low emission system, it can be a great catalyst for rural recovery and reverse migration, and it can ensure rural job opportunities, and it can prevent urban congestion. So to prove this belief, we use some methods. We conducted a survey with 103 participations focusing on relocation, agricultural interests, and lifestyle shifts with Hyperloop technology. Also, we deeply searched the sources such as government reports, databases, and academic publications. And in the final, we planned a integration route with using Google Earth Pro and QGIS for route mapping and terrain analysis. Now, my partner Nur is going to talk about research part of our presentation.
Hello, my name is Noor, and right now I will dive more into the research part of our presentation. Direct stated that in one of the World Bank research studies that the share of employment in the agriculture sector reached its lowest point in Turkey with 60.7% of the total employment and showing a continuous decline over the past 12 years. According to TUIC, in 2024, the share of people living in province and district center was up to 93.4% when it was 93% in the previous year, while the rural population fell to 6.6% when it was 7% in the previous year. Istanbul population grew up by nearly 45,000 people over the year, reaching a total of 50.7 million people. In the survey we made of in the survey we made of the 103 participants that participated, we analyzed the results. These results show that Hyperloop would offer a resilient infrastructure by restoring personal time and supporting work-life balance. Powerful psychological insensitivities for rural living. Its rapid mobility gives people a rare chance to live away from the city chaos and cost, while keeping easy access to urban jobs and even engaging in agriculture as a hobby without burdensome of travel. Digital roads will have effect of a rapid flow for goods, data, people, and capital. Hyperloop would also support agritourism, telemedicine, and remote education. It will also encourage local investment, entrepreneurship, and social resilience. Here we can see by the 2-week statistics that the size of provincial outmigration. Urban cities like Istanbul led to provincial outmigration with nearly 581,000 people, followed by Ankara and Hatay. In contrast, rural provinces such as Ardahan, Tunceli, and Kilis recorded its lowest outmigration, with Ardahan at just 6,800 people. The size of provincial immigration data shows that urban cities like Istanbul, Ankara, and Izmir saw the highest movement. In contrast, rural cities such as Ardahan, Bayburt, and Tunceli had the lowest. The largest movement in terms of volume in 2023 was among young adults between the age of 20 and 24, with 191,000 people. Out of the 3.45 million people who migrated between provinces in 2023, nearly 580,000 people moved for a better housing and living condition, while 512,000 people migrated for education. Among internal migrants aged between 20 and 24, education was the leading reason for moving. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations study on food losses and waste in Europe and Central Asia, as in this table, we can see these percents in Turkey. Processing, packaging, and distribution losses vary wildly by commodity. Coster report that cold chain logistics and transport can cause up to 52 value loss. The highest losses occur during production and at nearly 83%, while household consumption sees the lowest at about 20.5%. And saving only 10% in distribution loss will save Turkey millions of Turkish liras. Hyperloop capsules with temperature control can Hyperloop capsules with temperature control can result in a faster delivery, fresher goods, less weight, and stronger food security. In the survey we made, most participants lived in Istanbul and in the second place in Giresun. When we asked those participants, if you had the opportunity to commute by Hyperloop, would that affect your decision to relocate? Among 103 people, 59 people said yes, that they would live in a rural area. 25 people said no, that they wouldn't like to change their living place. And 19% said that yes, I would like to be closer to the city center instead of living in a rural area. And we also asked in another question that if Hyperloop technology were implemented in Turkey, would you prefer to work in the agricultural sector? Among 103 people, 52 people said that they, yes, would like to, and 20 people said they couldn't make their mind about it. And another 31 people said that they would like to work in the agriculture sector.
Thank you, Nur. So, as you see in the map, Our implementation route consists 7 stations. It starts with the biggest city in Turkey, Istanbul, and passing the important agricultural places such as Eskişehir, Afyonkarahisar, and Konya, and finally finishing with a port city, Adana, and also a city which is leader in citrus production. And the time between Istanbul and Adana just takes 1.5 hours. And here you can see on the digital evaluation model of our route. While planning the route, we also consider the topography because we know the flat dirt terrain is important for a Hyperloop's effectivity. And the graph, which is the important matter for we to choose this route. According to TÜİK, total agricultural area cultivated by provinces. As you see, the Konya has the highest agricultural area in the first place, and also Eskişehir in the 7th place, and Afyonkarahisar in the 10th place. This is all the reasons for us to choose this route. And possible benefits of integration can ensure agricultural improvements, reduce air pollution, especially in Istanbul, decline in house prices and also other prices, again, especially in Istanbul, and better living standards, both urban cities and both rural places. Now, my friend Nur is going to finish with the conclusion.
In our research, we came up to the conclusion that Hyperloop can transform Turkey's rural-urban connectivity, revitalize agriculture, and reduce regional disparities, and would also support rural economy, food security, and balanced growth. And we also came to the conclusion that the shortage of people willing to work in agriculture shows that the infrastructure alone isn't enough. Human-centered policies are essential. Beyond economic incentives, effort must boost the value and appeal of agriculture work through skill trainings, entrepreneurship support, and social recognition to truly strengthen rural power. For our future recommendation, we are recommending a pilot Hyperloop corridor, such as between Adana and Mersin Agri Line, to validate feasibility. Pair infrastructure investment with rural entrepreneurship and agriculture innovation policies, and to launch public engagement campaigns to build trust and acceptance. And finally, to extend research to international case study, as for example, in places with similar shortages and problems like India and sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you all for listening.